go to the Ferris wheel. Come on. Here we are at the rodeo, Ferris wheel. Wade Bowen's here. Look at this. When was the last time you went to a carnival, man?
It's been a long time. You know, we play a lot of fairs, a lot of festivals, but I usually don't hit up the carnival side.
Have you
this
ever?
This is my first time on a Ferris wheel in a really long time. I'll tell you that.
Okay,
much.
same.
We're not going to make out, right?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, cool.
Absolutely
it's
not.
It's not part of the interview, is it?
Because Rodeo is watching. That is not planned for today. I tell you what, the funnel cake smells really good because we're getting a nice whiff of that every time we go around right now.
Corn dogs and funnel cakes.
Yeah. You didn't eat, and you didn't eat a lot this morning, correct?
No, just in case I get sick on the Ferris wheel.
Yeah, I didn't either. I did a little oatmeal. We prepped before we actually got on, though, so I think this is going to be okay. Have you ever done like a little conversation with anybody on like a ride or anything like this?
No,
before?
I haven't. And I'm glad you chose this one instead of like the Tilt-A-Whirl or something, you know?
We were looking at the other rides, and they did not look
alien
appropriate.
Abduction doesn't look like a good interview.
No. No, we would be pinned up against the wall, and it would just be horrible. So, like we were talking about a little bit, we got the new show, Texas Made, every Sunday night, 8 to 10, playing just straight Texas country. I think it's been a long time coming. And, dude, you're like one of the OGs of the game here in Texas. You're like 20 years in-ish.
Yeah, I've been doing it a long time for sure, man.
I remember, I don't know if you remember this, but let me take you back a little bit. It was like 2013. We had this thing called 8-Man Jam. We decided that we were going to do. We're stopping at the top here.
Perfect.
Nice. So I was
I remember the 8-Man Jam really well.
I was just starting to do some stuff with Y100 around that time. I remember you're back there. There's like Ronnie Dunn. There's like Sheryl Crow. There's like, I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah.
And you were like one of our first Texas guys. You were there. Jack was there. Fowler was there.
Casey Musgraves before she was massive like she is now.
Oh, she had a fun night that night, you know?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to get into it too much, but yeah, she was having a really good time. We'll just put it that way. Dude, what was that like for you? Because like that seems like so long ago. But what do you remember from that night?
I just remember, you know, that was right when I had signed with Columbia Records, you know, so it was like my first kind of bit with a major label, you know, and it was really cool. I got some cool opportunities like that when I was on the label, and to be around those talented people and those amazing artists, you know, Ronnie Dunn. I mean, I think Aaron Lewis was there. Between those three, they probably sold, you know, millions and millions of records. I don't even know the number, but yeah, it's cool to share the stage with those people and to mingle with them and everybody be cool. And you know, those situations when you're the young act, and for the older, you know, more experienced acts to be cool to you and feel like you're part of the team or like you're part of the show is really cool experience for a young artist like myself.
Absolutely. I think just kind of going from there, and then like now, like we've kind of gone full circle because now we're able to do some more Texas stuff, which, you know, it's like, thank God, you know?
Yeah, and well, I think, you know, the Texas stuff doesn't get as much credit for being radio friendly as it should. I mean, I think there's a lot of it that's not necessarily radio friendly, but I think there's a lot that really is, and so I think any chance you get a chance to play it and show a station like Y100, show its listeners that there is some radio friendly stuff within the context of all of this music. You know,
we got some good stuff happening, and we've been playing When Love Comes Around on Texas Made. We played it during the day. Like I have a feature called New at Noon, and so we debuted it on New at Noon. We played it the other day because we were doing Wade Bowen rodeo tickets, and so we ran that back at noon the other day, and just talk about that song in particular and how that one came together, because you got the new EP out right now, Where Phones Don't Work. I love that, by the way, because like I get home, I just want to throw my phone away sometimes.
Yeah, that's where it all started. Last year was, well, obviously the last 2 years have been crazy, but for some reason last year I wrote more than I've ever written. I think it's a combination of being locked down and not being able to play shows, and then when you come back, you're so excited to be in front of people again. But I wrote more songs in 2021 than I've ever written in a single year, and I feel like it's the best stuff I've ever written. And so when it came time to release some music, you know, everybody's releasing music because all they've been doing is writing and recording for 2 years. So, you know, we work with 30 Tigers as our label, and there just wasn't any room to release a full record yet until 2022. Yeah. So we said, well, I'm not going to wait that long. I'm really excited about this music. I'm really excited about these songs. So I went ahead and just put that EP out. to kind of kill some time. I've already got another record done that's coming out in August of this year, and you know that's how much I've been writing and recording. I'm just so excited about these new songs, and I think when Love Comes Around, I really wanted to. I think a lot of us probably wrote a lot of sad songs during this 2020, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of songs that described all of our feelings, but I really wanted to put something out that was happy and fun and made people feel good, and then reminded people, hey, smile, we're all going to be okay.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. You know, something I was thinking about, I had this epiphany moment on the way over here to Rodeo today, and I think the thing that defines Texas music, like this is a huge idea, this came to me though, because I've been trying to like put it together. It's inspiring and it's hopeful. So when you hear songs like When Love Comes Around, it makes you excited about what's next in your life, like the next chapter, what it could be. Not where you're necessarily at right there, maybe, but the future, you know?
Yeah, well, I love hearing you say that. You know, and the beautiful thing about music is it's all interpretation. Everybody interprets songs differently, but, you know, I wrote the song as a feel-good song, and then the video took a little bit different step. You know, the video looks at life as a whole,
Yeah.
From the moment you're born as a child to, you know, being an older person that loses someone you love, and you know, I mean, we covered it all in the video, and that's what I think. It encompasses everything. I think this song is about feeling good and enjoying life and living it to the best you can.
We just have a way of doing things as Texans, I think. Now, you said you got all these songs that you've written. Like, how many are we talking about, like ballpark? What do you think? Like, what's in your stash right now?
Oh, I don't even know. I mean, the new record will have 12 brand new songs on it, but I don't know how many I wrote.
Because obviously you whittle it down. You pick the best ones, the ones that you're feeling. Everybody else is like, that one.
Yeah, I probably wrote, 50 songs or so for this record, which is kind of unusual. I usually write, probably 20 or 30 on every record.
Yeah.
So I probably wrote, 30, 40, 50.
Got a lot, yeah. That's good.
I write as much as I can because, for every 5 to 10 that I write, I feel like one of them makes a record. So that's just how hard I am on my songs. And it also has to fit. It's not that there's 12 on this record. There's not 40 that I hated.
Yeah.
They just have to fit together as a unit.
Exactly. That makes a complete project.
I guess I'm a dinosaur where I still believe in records. I still believe in the whole project, but I think it all has to be uniform, and it's still important to me. Even though we're so focused on individual songs nowadays, I think it's still important to make projects, and it's really fun to do so.
Absolutely. I mean, when you get an album and like front to back, like it's tight, then like people are going to keep listening to it. I mean, there's lots of guys in our genre that have been able to do that still lately. And then, sometimes too, like put out a little bit, like some breadcrumbs and kind of get them hooked on that, and be like, hey, come on, we got some more coming.
Yeah, well, I think it's also for us, for me, it's always been when I make a record, I think I don't necessarily think about what's going to be played on the radio, which is different from more of the mainstream acts. They're focused on, okay, what can we get played on the radio? Let's get those songs recorded and cut.
Yeah.
And I've been in that ball game, and that's a really fun ball game to play. It's just different. But I think what I do is focus, how can I go take these and go play them live, and what's going to work live, and what's going to make my show better, what's going to make my fans want to buy this record and then come out to
Absolutely.
the shows, And so that's something I really focused on a lot with this new stuff and the EP as well. What's some songs that I know that are going to make my show better.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and I think you being like one of our guys, because you're just over here in New Braunfels. You're right up the road from us,
right
man.
down the road.
And
My backyard.
And Randy's up there and stuff too. I grew up like hill country, like going out to Seguin and New Braunfels like all the time with my cousins and everything like that. And then like I went to Judson in Converse in San Antonio area here. So I'm like born and raised San Antonio, man. But I tell you what, when anytime we can go see you or Randy, like you were out doing Wassail Fest, like in New Braunfels and everything that. And like when you see like Randy or anybody like at Worst Fest and like you're just walking around. I run into Fowler like every year at Worst Fest. I don't know how.
He's always partying.
I don't coordinate with him.
He's
It
always
just
drinking.
happens. It just happens. But dude, I gotta tell you, like hold my beer and watch this. That is one of the most fun nights when you and Randy join forces.
Yeah, it is for us too. We laugh when we're on stage. We catch ourselves so many times laughing and looking at each other like it's our unique way of looking at each other, laughing, going, I can't believe we're actually getting paid to do this. You know, it's so fun we live like 2 minutes from each other.
Nice.
You know, been best friends a long time, and to see what we've turned that fun little idea, you know, years and years ago, which started off as just acoustic with our guitars and nobody knew who the heck we were.
Yeah.
To, you know, the branding and everything that it's doing now. It's really fun for us, and it's something that's really cool. It's like an alter ego. It's like a whole nother career that we work on that's separate from our individual careers, and it's really neat. I think it's really something special that we've gotten great opportunities. You know, we got invited to play 2 nights at Red Rocks with Miranda Lambert, for example, open up as Hold My Beer and Watch This. I mean, just opportunities like that have been really cool to be buddies and to see that thing kind of explode like it has.
It's like a super team, man. Let me ask you this real quick. Starting 5 versus like the rest of the world. Let's say you're taking on like Michael Jordan and Bugs Bunny and all them or whatever, right? You and Randy, who are the other 3?
For music?
Yeah.
No, or we basketball?
Like, both, but like out of the Texas guys. You know what I mean?
Oh, man, I don't know.
Your starting lineup.
That's a difficult one, man, because I think there's so many good friends and so much talent in this deal, especially there's a great group of young crop guys that are just kicking ass, you know, and it's like, man, that'd be really hard for me to choose, honestly. Okay. I don't know. I mean,
I won't put you on the spot like that.
Yeah,
then.
that's a tough one,
Next time we talk,
there's a select group. You know, I do my charity event in Waco every year, and there's a select group of guys that are my first calls, you know, to make sure that they come and do the jam with us. You know, that's my brother-in-law, Cody Canada, Stoney LaRue, and Fowler, and, you know, Jack Ingram, Pat Green. Those guys are,
it's a good lineup.
Usually my first calls, you know, as buddies to come and help me out.
I just sat down with Mason Lively not too long ago, and we've got a podcast episode with him. I have not released it yet, but he was telling me that y'all wrote together for something about a Southern girl, and he was just like, this is so great, and Wade's been kind of, you know, like helping me out, like all that stuff.
Yeah, you know, I don't produce a whole lot of stuff, but I co-produced that record with Justin Pollard, and it was a lot of fun for me. I really liked working with a younger kid that was willing to listen and take some advice and help, and it was really fun. You know, it helped me actually. This new record that I've got coming out in August is the first record I produced on my own, of my own too. You know, so it really helped me learn a lot, and it's been cool. I think seeing it from the other side really helped me as an artist as well, and as a songwriter to see the production side. It's a lot of work, but I really enjoy it.
And like I said, one of the OGs right here, man. So then you can help guide like that next crop of guys. We can just make this whole game, like here in Texas, just stronger and stronger.
Yeah, well, that's the goal. I mean, I love helping people, and you know, if anybody's willing to take some terrible advice from me, I'm willing to give it. You know.
Let's talk about
do as I say, not as I do. Right.
Let's talk about Bowen Fest, because you just announced this the other day, and this is in your hometown, Waco.
Yeah.
And it's 2 nights in April. And, dude, you got, like, everybody on this thing. How did that come together?
Yeah, April 9th and 10th. We've always done one day, but this year we've expanded because we've had to miss the last two years because of COVID. So we've expanded to 2 days this year, man. I'm so excited. I think it's going to be really fun. And it's more of a risk, but I think it's one that we're going to look back and go, okay, that was really worth it. And
how many people do you think probably be out there for that?
Well, in the past we've had anywhere from 600 to 7,500 probably in attendance, and this year we're hoping for more. We're setting it up to have hopefully 10,000 people.
Nice.
We've never done a Saturday. It's always been on a Sunday. So, you know, giving people the opportunity to come out on a Saturday is obviously easier for everybody. But we have a great setup. I mean, I think Saturday night being the concert, you know, later in the day, and then Sunday's more focused on during the day, and then we have the 3-hour-long jam with me and all my buddies. That's really something you don't want to miss. It's really unique and cool and a great experience, and all of it, every single dime of it raises money for my Bowen Family Foundation, for my foundation that we've been doing. And, you know, before COVID, before we got shut down in 2020, we had hit the $5 million mark for our foundation, and so we're hoping to really get back to raising money because we love doing it, and we've found a way to survive this craziness over the last couple of years. So I'm really proud of our foundation for just staying in the game and not having to shut down. And so now we get to go back, hopefully, to helping people again.
Absolutely. We need to talk about that off camera here, because I would like to learn a little bit more about that, actually.
Yeah, I'm happy to chat with you.
Maybe there's some things that we can collaborate on.
Yeah.
Because I'm always looking for ways, too, where we can do some stuff and have some reach and help people. It's the biggest thing. Like that's one of the biggest gifts that we can give back.
Yeah. I love doing it. It's a lot of it's a lot of work, but a lot of fun and very rewarding in the end.
Very nice, very nice. I know I've got a list here. Bryce, we got Bryce from the Rodeo helping us out today. Let me check out my list. This is a fun one. I just invented this week. Things people say at rodeo. What do you think? Anything that comes to mind? Things people say at rodeo. Things you hear at rodeo.
I need a corn dog and a funnel cake. Because that's right there. That was easy, right?
That's it. There you go. That's one.
What else do you need?
I don't know. I'm going to do a little compilation of these, hopefully.
Here they say, let's rodeo San Antonio.
That's right. That's what we do say.
Internal rhyme.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I don't know.
What else you hear? What do you hear at the rodeo?
What do I hear at the rodeo? Watch where you step. That's mine. I'm going to go with that one. Watch where you step, partner. Yeah. Okay. Here's the other fun one. We've been doing this with everybody too.
Hopefully people say, man, that was a hell of a show Wade Bowen put on.
I think they will.
That's got to be my goal.
I think they will. I think it's going to be good, man. Something else we've been doing on the Texas Made podcast, I ask everybody this. We call it, That's What I Like About Texas. So the top 3 things you love about Texas. This is the Wade Bowen edition right here.
I love the food in Texas. I love the love that people have for Texas. And I love the manners. Everyone has such great manners, and they carry themselves really well respected.
Excellent.
And it's a great state for those 3 reasons.
Yeah. That's what we were talking about earlier, is just people just saying please and thank you. And that goes such a long way, just being friendly. And when people don't, you notice that real quick.
Friendly and kind, yeah.
It's like, can you shape up, please, real quick, you know? Let me see what else I got. We're almost done, man. I'm going to let you go. We're going to get off this ride here eventually. Super Bowl prediction. Give it to me.
Man,
I'm going to post this later. This will come out later. The podcast, I'll have it out this week. But Super Bowl prediction.
Well, let's see. So they'll know when they hear this or watch this that I'm either right or wrong.
That's right.
So I
could post it before, I guess, or I could save it for later.
I'm taking the Rams. I think the Rams I think they're too good. Overall, I think they're going to play a good game, and they're going to come through and put that talent together. But how many times have we seen great talent wasted, you know? I mean, I just watched the 4 falls of Buffalo on the 30 for 30, and it breaks my heart.
Yeah.
The team was so good to lose 4 in a row, you know. So, but I really think the Rams are determined to pull this one through.
Okay.
So we'll see if I'm right or wrong.
You got a final score? This could be like The Simpsons, though. Like, if you predict this correctly, though, like, this will just go viral. This will blow up.
27-23 Rams. They'll break everybody's heart.
All right.
And they won't cover.
Okay.
They'll push.
You know, I'm not like a sports like betting guy. I don't understand any of the stuff with people like.
Man, stay that
spread.
way, please.
Yeah,
it's so much better if you don't.
I don't want to get into it and like get polluted or whatever, because like so many people are talking about it. I'm just like,
don't do it. Don't
I
start.
don't like to.
Once
to
you
gamble
start, you
or
can't
anything,
stop.
Though. Yeah. So, but that's cool. I've heard these terms. I just don't know them. But all right, Rams. You got the prediction here from Wade Bowen. So I think that's most of what I got, man. You got anything else coming up this year that you're really excited about? You have a date for the album?
August. I don't know the exact date, but it is going to be August, and man, I'm really excited about it. And it's really cool that we have that EP to work up until then, and go out and push that too. And the singles, When Love Comes Around is doing really, really well on radio, man. We haven't really pushed anything on radio for a while, so thanks for your help.
Absolutely.
And, appreciate all the help out there and Texas radio and beyond. It's getting played in a lot of states we hadn't gotten played, so that's good, man. We're doing everything on our own, and it's the beauty of music nowadays that we can do that.
Yeah.
We can go work and have great careers and be successful in your own right.
Well, dude, I was watching Yellowstone, and Kevin Costner's like, let the world know that we're here. And like, dude, same thing, and that's what we're trying to do. And like my program director, Christy Brooks, is all about this. And I'm just happy that we can play some Texas music a little more, and we have an outlet for that, and just keep making home stronger. You know?
Man. Well, thanks for your support, and thanks, Christy, and everybody else, man. It's really cool, and I'm glad to be on the show. I do think you gave me the red clown nose mic as a joke for my rodeo clown song, right? Is that it? Like the Rodeo clown.
I guess. I did not think
You didn't
that
think about it
ahead
till
of
now,
time,
did you?
but I just got red because, all right, so like the Texas Made colors are red and black.
clown.
And then I wanted to be able to differentiate, obviously. But
It's because I'm a clown.
I'll
I
say,
get it.
you know, we all
It's
have
okay, I
our
know I
moments,
am.
man. We all have our moments. Well,
my,
I'll say,
dad says it's okay if you admit it. That's what he tells me.
how's your dad doing, by the way?
He's awesome.
We
He's
saw him
going to
at-
be here today to
Nice.
watch his boy at the rodeo. man,
Nice.
so. Yeah, there's not bigger fans out there than my mom and dad, and they're both
Yeah.
going to be here. So
Your dad is so nice, and I don't know if you remember this or not, but we were at Golf Jam, and we saw your dad, and he was wearing the Kendrick Lamar T-shirt.
yeah,
I
yeah.
can't say what was on it.
yeah, Randy bought him that, and he wore it during.
Okay.
This, yeah.
I have a picture with your dad. It's on my Instagram
He sings
still.
it on my bus. If you dig through my Instagram, it's my dad singing that.
Well, and
Singing that song, and it's hilarious.
he kept saying it
He's
that
nuts.
night.
He's crazy. We nicknamed him Party Walking, or at least I did. So he'll be here tonight in rare form, I'm sure.
Nobody's gonna kill his vibe tonight.
Yeah.
That's the Kendrick song, by the way. So, all right, man. Well, it's
Thanks for
good,
having me, buddy.
dude.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Thanks for being on
Hell
with
yeah.
us. And we got some more Wade Bowen coming up on Texas Made, and yeah, man, we'll get together again real soon.